Hi, this is Mike Peterson from Challenge Island, Oakland County East, back with another one of our Steamtastic Fridays. Today we're going to start tackling a new theme on our Steamtastic Friday series. We're going to start taking a look at summer. So in some parts of the Northern Hemisphere, it's starting to get warmer this time of year. Some places are warm, some are not. But as we move into summer, things usually start to get warmer, at least here in North America. So I thought it might be interesting to take a closer look at what really causes that to happen. So one of the first things we need to understand is a little bit about how the Earth works. So as you know, if we've got our Earth, there's the North Pole and the South Pole. But when the Earth is hanging in space, it doesn't really hang straight up and down like that. It kind of sits at an angle. So North America, if you can see my orange area here, is a little bit at an angle like that. So if we're at the part of the rotation around the sun where the sun's shining this way, if you look, it's going to end up shining more on the top part of this globe than it is on the bottom of the globe. The bottom of the globe's starting to hide a little bit there. So, as the sun's shining on this part of the globe, it's going to warm up this part a little bit more, plus the sun's going to be shining more directly at it. So a couple things happen. So think about like when you're sitting outside, like around lunchtime, and do people ever warn you about getting a sunburn during that time of day? Well, the reason that's more of a problem is because the sun is shining right on you. Where if you go out in the morning or in the afternoon, it's a little bit safer because the sun's kind of shining at an angle. It's not like pointing right at you. Same thing with the Earth. So when the sun's at this part of the year and shining right on there, we get more direct sunlight, which feels a lot warmer. It sends a lot more energy into the Earth. The other thing that happens is because of the way the Earth is spinning, and if the sun's going this direction, we end up getting sunlight for a longer part of the day. So that's why the summer days are longer than the winter days. So in terms of warmth, that means there's more time for the sun to be shining on that part of the world, so it warms up even more. So the sun's shining more directly and it's shining longer. So both those things help to make it warmer. One other thing happens as well. So let's take a look. This one's a little trickier. Let's take a closer look at what really goes on in the atmosphere. So we've got several different layers of the atmosphere. So if the Earth is down here, the part that's closest to us is called the troposphere. So the troposphere, one thing that's special about that is it ends up with a lot of water vapor in it. So in the summer, more water vapor can stay up in that atmosphere, which makes it warmer. And then once the Earth is warmed up, all that energy usually tries to go somewhere at night. So it'd be nice if it could kind of release and go back into the sky to cool back off again. But once we have all that water vapor in there, that kind of acts as a little bit of a blanket to help hold all that energy in place. So that's a third factor. So sun shining more directly on us, shines longer, plus once that warmth gets in there, it kind of stays there. It doesn't have any place to go. So if we put all that together, three big reasons why it's warmer in the summer. So first, let me knock one out that you might have thought if I first asked you, why is it warmer in the summer? You might think, well, the Earth is closer to the sun. That would cause it, wouldn't it? Well, that might, but that's actually not the case. In fact, if you actually look at where the Earth is compared to the sun, the closest place for us to be to the sun is actually in January. That's actually the coldest time of year. So we knocked that one out. That one's not quite true. But the other three we talked about, those are the three to remember. So the sun shines more directly on the Earth. The sun has more time to shine like that, so that heats it up. And once that warmth is with us in the Earth, it doesn't have any place to go at night, so it kind of stays in there. That helps it to make it even warmer and warmer the next day. So as you start to play around outside and you start to feel that warmth, think about those three things happening. And so if you're wondering why you're getting warm, all those three things are helping to have an impact on that. All right, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.